Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is part 3 of the large haul job lot that I got from my local jeweller. So today we are going to go through what's in this box. And we've got just a few other bits. I'm going to do the few other bits that are hanging around first, and then we're going to go through what I've put in what I've sorted out and put in those boxes. So the first thing is this bracelet, which is, it says Magnolia on it, and it's gold plated. As you can see, the gold is wearing off, which is a shame, and it's broken. But this looks like it would have been a really nice piece, because it's very old and very well worn, because it's obviously missing the ends there. You know, it's a shame. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, but it's a shame, you know, when these pieces are, you know, no longer wearable. But I don't know. I mean, it could be, I could take that off, and you know, you could maybe save this. It could be savable, you know. But it says Magnolia on it. I really like it. It's just there anyway. It's part of the lot. And this is the little tiger's eye necklace, and it's just got a little. That's it. It's got it had matching earrings, but I've only got, unfortunately, we've only got one earring. Couldn't find the other one. So, and it's not signed either. It's a shame because it's quite well made. So yes, it's signed. What was it signed as well? It is signed. It's signed Union, I think it is, if I remember rightly. Is it Union? There it is, if you can see it. Then the next one is this heart pendant necklace. This is just a costume piece. This isn't nothing special, but it's in resellable condition that can go on my Vinted, which is quite a sweet little necklace. Then we've got, the reason I'm not putting these down is because I'm going to put that box on there in a minute. And go through them. So this is just a costume piece that can go on Vinted, a little silver tone moment. This necklace, this is a nice little necklace, like a little filigree piece. It's will go on Vinted. This is just a more modern piece as well. Then we've got some old cufflinks, old school cufflinks. There, we get loads of these in look, these are just odd ones, that's why they're put there in a bag like that, because they're just going to go in a job lot to be added to some sort of job lot. Right, so those were the extra bits that I had left over from the actual unsorted bits that are not in here, basically. So let me just open this. Right, so where shall I start? Let's start with these. Now, I'm not going to resell these because they're grubby, but they were probably in their heyday. Once in their heyday, probably quite nice, you know, but they are a little filthy. So I won't be reselling them, but they'll just go in a job lot, and they have no backs or anything. Oh, let's turn that around. Okay, so that's those. They're not going to get resold because they're a bit filthy, and they're, you know, God knows what's in there, what's been on them. But I can see that they were probably once nice in their heyday. Then we've got on the similar lines, we've got some more dramatic earrings. Let me just place them so you can see, because they're quite long. These are lovely. What stunning earrings. They need backs. I've got backs. Oops, so I'm just going to drop that in there. What's this? I'll just take this out. I'm trying not to rock the camera too much, so they're just going there. And this looks like it's some sort of bracelet. So let's just have a look. Yes, it's a bracelet, and it's in quite good condition as well. I don't know what stone that is in there or anything. I've not really looked into this properly, but it's a very nice, well-made bracelet, so this will definitely be getting resold. It looks like there's some copper underneath, so it's not silver. It looks like it's been well worn, but on that side it's worn, but on the other side, perfectly fine. Let's have a look. We put it on. Fits me nicely. It actually looks really nice on. I mean, I'm not doing it that much justice, but because I'm quite near the camera, but yeah, it actually looks nice on as well. So that's a nice little bracelet, and just pop that back in there. Then in this one we have a cloisonné hat pin. This is signed as well. Signed by who? I have no idea. If you know, let me know. Because it's tucked under the pin. It is signed there, but I can't make out signed by who or what. If you know, let me know. But it's really pretty. So that will be on my Etsy shop. I've got a few pins on my Etsy shop. Some nice ones. And then we've got a what's it called? A tourmaline or something. Sword pin. This is quite nice. It's got some nice detail on there. And we've got just a plain tie pin there. Tie clip, should I say. These are tie clips basically and pins. So, and then we've got this nice one. Look at that, the carriage on there. Very good condition as well. I do like that one. Very nice. I actually have some cufflinks that's going to be in a later video, what I got from the charity shop with carriages on them. That would look quite nice, probably would complement that. I don't know if they'll go match up exactly, but they have the same kind of theme. Right, this one has got some rings in there, so let's have a look. This is quite nice. Ring. Does it fit? Probably would fit on this one, but there's no room for it. But that's a nice little pretty heart ring. It's a little discoloured though. I don't really, usually I just keep all the rings, like these kind of costume rings. I don't know if anyone's actually interested in them. But I'll probably start selling some of them. But this one's adjustable and it's quite nice. This is in saleable condition as well. You know, I'm not going to adjust it to fit me. I'm just going to leave it as it is. But, you know, my dry hands. I don't know why my hands are so dry. It's annoying. This is in really good condition. A men's ring. This is in excellent condition. Imagine that was gold. It's not, but imagine if it was. That would be mad. But yeah, this is a really nice men's costume jewellery. It's not signed by anybody, so I don't know who made it. I don't know this. I could look this sign up. I think it's got a G on there. Is it a G? So I'll look this up. I haven't looked it up, so I don't know who made it. I'm sure I can probably track this down, but it's a really nice men's ring. So yeah, this is definitely getting resold. This is a nice men's ring as well. It's not silver, I've tested it. Imagine if this was silver. I was having some good luck with finding some nice chunks of silver. So I was hoping this was, but it's not. But it's just an unmarked men's ring, which is in good saleable condition. Then we've got this one, which is just made from that. I don't know what this kind of metal is. I see some jewellery, this dark kind of colour. But this will probably get resold as well because it's in good condition. This one is also not bad, in not bad condition. This costume ring here. Let me see if that will fit. Yeah, that does fit on. Let me try this one on my thumb, just to give you a little idea of what it looks like. Do love this gold one. And then this is looks like it's either a halfway ring or a toe ring, something like that. So yeah, those will go back in there. So the next items are some cufflinks. We've got some nice cufflinks in here. Oh, I picked out the actual pair, so let me just put them. So yeah, look at these cufflinks. I love these. It's like storks or swans, but they would look so nice on. They're signed as well. I can't see right now, but they're signed as well. But these are really nice. I think there's some paint, you know, like the enamel is on the back here. I don't know if that's purposely done or not. But anyway, some nice vintage cufflinks. And then we've got, now this is an absolute bummer. When I saw this, I got really excited. This Japanese cufflink, and it's got the it's inlaid with 24 karat gold, and there isn't another one. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe there isn't another one, because I've got bracelets. I've actually got a bracelet in my Etsy shop of the same thing, and these are really worth reselling. You can get some money for those. So I was like, please have the other one out of this whole lot, and it's just this one. I'm not sure. I could probably sell this as a single one, because someone might have the other one and want the single. I heard that, you know, so things like that are worth selling as singles. I could probably put it on eBay, and it'll probably get found on eBay. These are really nice and well made cufflinks as well. So we've got those. Look at the backs on those. I'm surprised that these are not usually, well, I'm not even going to go into it. So these are nice as well. These are not signed either, but these are really nicely well made cufflinks. Then we've got these two, which says, this one says, I think this has just got a pattern number on them, but these are some old cufflinks. What does it say? British Legion, I think. Yeah, British Legion cufflinks, and they've got a pattern on them. So those were some nice special cufflinks I put together from the lot. Such a shame about that one. I'm so annoyed. Not annoyed, but I'm like, ah, what a shame. Let's look in here. So we've just got some odds and ends in here. This is, so the jeweller said that this particular piece was French, an antique French, very delicate necklace, and it's you can tell it's really old, but it's really well made. But yeah, look at the stones in there, really pretty. And then it's got, I don't know if this clasp is broken or not. That's the only thing. I don't know if it's broken or not, but you know, the jeweller's not going to go into it. He just throws these things in a box. So he wouldn't have, you know, it's not like he's purposely put that in there, but he did pick this one out and say that he thinks it's French antique necklace. But yeah. I don't know how the clasp works on it basically, but let me just put that back in the bag because it's quite delicate. Just have to keep that in its bag. So you have to put antique French on it. This is a cameo. What is this? Is this caught on something? Hold on. We don't want to break nothing. Anyway, I'm not going to waste time, but this is not. So this is, as you can see, the pin's stuck in here, but this is a pendant. There, and then this is a type of cameo. It looks really old. I don't know who that is. I'll have to look this up. It's very old, this. It's my dry hands. It looks very old, this does. But yeah, I'll have to look this up and see who it is. But I just like it. I like how it's made and stuff. Interesting. And then we've got, I don't know what this belongs to. It just was there. It's got it was obviously part of something, maybe an earring. But I think this can be taken off. This bit can be taken off, and maybe this can be used for something. I don't know. And then we've got this pendant here with a bit of shell on there. It's a nice little pendant. Then we've got this. I think this is alpaca. So this is alpaca silver pendant with abalone in it, which is really nice. I do like alpaca silver, and well, there's no silver in alpaca, but yeah, anyway, I do like alpaca jewellery. That's just some really old pendant. I don't know, it's these little religious pendants actually sell for me on my Etsy shop. They always get sold. People love them. So they're good sellers for me, those old vintage antique pendants. So yeah, some interesting pieces. Like, you know, I just love it. So these are these are earrings. So these are some odds and ends. So we've got just some costume bits here, some earrings. So look, those. Then we've got these statement earrings with some AB crystals in them. They need some backs. And then we've got, these look quite old. And then on the back, these ones are just some cheap costume jewellery ones. This is, have I got the other? Yeah, I have got the other earring. This is a clip-on earring, a shell clip-on earring. How nice is that? Very old, looks like. Let me just clip that. So I do have the other one. I don't know why I'm just showing one as well. So these are them together. They're them together. And then we've got these. Let's try and get them out of the packet. Enamel earrings, basically. For some reason, I'm struggling to get them out of the packet, but those are enamel earrings. And then we've got some gold tone ones that I've just clipped together. Just those gold tone ones that I've clipped together. Nice. Like, I'm trying to keep all of the earrings together. Just some gold toned clip-ons. My mum doesn't have pierced ears, and she wears clip-on earrings, so she was like, oh, you need to cater for the clip-ons. These are very nice, well-made earrings. Let me just get these apart. They're not signed, I don't think. Can't see any signature on them. I'll have to look a little. Sometimes when I check these at the first look round, I don't see the signature, and then when I'm doing photographing for listing, I spot things. But yeah, these are very nice. Clip-ons. These are the back. How the clip-on looks at the back. You'd think these would be signed. Very nice. But anyway, they're not. So we're just going to clip them together so they stay together. And we've got some nice ones here as well. We've got some very nice clip-on earrings. And then we've got these. Let me unclip them so you can see them properly. These are signed. Can't remember these are signed, but that's the front. And then the signed bit, I can't see. They're signed there. I don't know if I've got it the right way. Solell. Solell. Nice. So yep, some nice earrings there. And then we've got, just clip those back. I don't want to break that. Let me just sort those out after. And then we've got these clip-on earrings. So then we've got these ones. Quite delicate. And then the last but not least in the earring pots is just these little enamel cute little flowers. Cute little flower enamel earrings there. So they've got that. So that is that is enamel. That is the earring section. that I put all the little bits of earrings in there. I'm just going to pop those back. So as you can see, there's some very nice earrings in there. Very nice earrings. So the next thing is, so we do, there's not very much. I'm not going to, because the video is starting to get long now, but I'm just going to pick out these because these are quite old and they're not. So these ones are quite nice. Just some old shirt cufflinks, buttonhole things. You put them in the buttonholes on the shirts. Little signs there. So that's that. So there's any other interesting ones. Oh, we've got I think I've only got one. I think I've only got one of these, but it's got like a little sailboat moment on there. I like them. Shame that we only have one. That one's just that. There's just some plain pattern, you know, your standard, your bog standard ones there. Nothing, there's nothing more interesting on those. And then I've just, these are more cufflinks, but these ones are nice, so we will be showing these. We're coming to the ends of things now. Oh, that was a lot. It's always quite draining for me to film large batches. That's why I do it, because I know it's like, if I put it all in one video, it's going to be rather long, and I want people to appreciate the pieces, if they're good pieces. These cufflinks are really nice. So look at these, the ball ones. I can never pronounce these ball cufflinks. Very nice. These should sell at some point. And these ones are nice as well. Look at those. I think they're mother of pearl cufflinks. They shine really nice. Look at the colours on that. Let me see if there are any. No, they're not signed on the back. So yeah, I just bagged those two together because they were particularly nice. Put those in. Or was these two already? I think these two were already in a bag, actually. I didn't put them in this bag. They were already bagged up like that. And anything else to show? These ones are quite nice. Farthings, are they farthings? Anyway, like these are those. And sovereign type ones. These are Elizabeth, reigning Queen Elizabeth. Sovereign type cufflinks, and showed those. The last pair, see, I told you I had loads of cufflinks, and I've got even more because I got some in the charity shop as well. So obviously I hadn't been through this. So anyway, look at those. These are nice as well. I have got some really nice cufflinks actually, so I hope I can get them to good homes. So that is the end of the whole massive jewellery haul that I got from my local jewellers. And you know, like I say, I do get these hauls every couple of months, but I don't always film them because I get overwhelmed with the amount of stuff the amount of jewellery. Yeah, I don't always film them because I get overwhelmed with the amount of jewellery that needs sorting, cleaning, photographing, filming, but I'm making a conscious effort to film everything that comes in. I've kind of got myself into a system as to, you know, group things that come in, film them, then put them over to be photographed, and then put them away for, you know, to storage until they get sold. It's a whole thing. Like, it's not a joke when you have to deal with large volumes of jewellery. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If this is the only one you've watched out of the 3, you're missing out. Yeah, I would highly suggest, if you enjoyed this one, to go back and watch part 1 and part 2, because there was some gold and silver as well, and some other really nice pieces to see. So, but thank you for watching. Again, if you're interested in it, it's going to take me a while to get through all of this. I'm overwhelmed just looking at it, but I will be working on this to get all this quickly listed on my eBay, Etsy and Vinted. All my links are below. If you've seen anything in particular that you really want, there is a form below that you can fill in, and we can just do a direct situation. It's all below, everything's linked below. And please, if you like this video, give it a like. You know, it just takes 1 second to like it. If you like the video, it shows me that people actually like it. Also, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers, and again, you know, if you subscribe, you can keep track of when I post my videos, which I try to post weekly. But take care, and I will see you in next week's video next Sunday. Bye for now.